I'm really delighted to have somebody representing one of those 22 projects. So Abena from Ghana. Let's hear more about ILM on the ground in Ghana.
Hey, Kim, thank you very much. And thank you, Cora and Dom, especially because Cora and Kim have already outlined the ILM process. So what I will be talking about here is just what the landscapes and environmental agility across the nation projects have been doing in Ghana on ILM. So thank you very much for laying the basics. So my name is Abena Woode, and I'm the Senior Project Manager for this EU-funded project, which is called LEAN. That's Landscapes and Environmental Agility Across the Nation. And I'm talking about our ILM, which is Integrated Landscape Management Approach that we are using in Ghana to mitigate climate change. You can tell from here that we have 4 logos here. We are actually a consortium of 4 partners, which includes Rainforest Alliance, World Vision, Tropicals Ghana, and EcoCare Ghana. Out of the 4 partners, Rainforest Alliance is the lead, and I am from Rainforest Alliance. So allow me to tell you a little bit about us as Rainforest Alliance. Right, so with about 35 years in the biodiversity conservation industry, we are actually looking to combat climate change and ensure sustainable livelihoods, right? This is where the EU project comes in. For the landscapes and environmental agility across the nation, we are working in 3 priority areas in Ghana. We have the savanna landscape, the transition landscape, and the high forest zone landscape. And we are looking at the sustainability commitments of the Ghana REDD+ and the Cocoa Forest Initiative commitments of the country. So the project is seeking to contribute to all of these commitments. And we are looking at catalyzing systemic changes across the 3 landscapes that we are working in. So these can be translated into sustainability commitments and workable solutions in the CFI and REDD+ commitments. Challenges and why the LEAN project comes in. Illegal logging, land-scale mining, bushfires, and deforestation. And all of these are contributory factors to greenhouse gas emissions. So this is where the integrated landscape management comes in Ghana, and for the Rainforest Alliance as well. Looking at landscape partnerships, shared understandings with experience in vision and planning and tackling and taking action and learning impact. We are looking at working with all stakeholders, and I think Kim and Cora outlined all the stakeholders that are involved in the ILM process to achieve the benefits for their landscape, right? For us in the EU LEAN project, we are working in the 3 landscape priority landscapes that I mentioned, and we are looking at linking areas within the landscapes like natural habitats, regenerative production, and land use. So our multi-stakeholder and alliance approach. This is the approach that we are using. And thank you, Cora. Your graphic was actually very detailed enough, especially the one on hierarchy. So here we are looking, and this is what we have done in the LEAN project. The Landscape Management Board, this is our governance structure that we have established in the landscapes that we are working in. Currently on the LEAN project, we have 8 functional and sustainable landscape management boards that have been established. And the landscape management boards include all the communities that we are working in, which is over 200 communities in Ghana. And the project has created the platform for the engagement between the local farmers, all the sustainability action stakeholders, and the state actors. Hey, I think I already talked about this. So gender and social inclusion, the Landscape Management Board, which is a local governance structure that has been established, ensures that there is gender and youth inclusion. And I think Cora also outlined this as well. In the establishment of the landscape management boards that we are using in the ILM approach, there is an equal number, about 30 to 50% of women inclusion in almost every landscape governance board that we have established. And you realize that most women and youth are the ones greatly affected by climate change impact. And so by creating these platforms and engaging the women and the youth, most of their concerns and approaches are also implemented in our projects. Right, let me give you a little bit about the results on the project since we started in November 2020. So we are about 2 years, very good. Right, in the local community governance, like I said, we have 8. In the Sui River landscape alone, we have 3 landscape management boards established. We've also been working with farmers in creating livelihood diversification in 4 livelihood options in the landscape alone. In the other landscapes, we have other livelihood options going on, such as beekeeping, snow rearing, just creating additional livelihood for the local farmer. Through the project, we have also ensured and assisted the farmers with tree registration. And this is in line with the tree tenure system in Ghana, right, where the tree registration gives ownership to the farmer to make claims on the tree when it comes to harvesting. We also have forest restoration and protection activities that we have undertaken. Across the project, we have supported the Ghana government on the Green Ghana Initiative, which is a government initiation, and have planted over 500,000 seedlings in the landscapes that we are working in. We also provide capacity building, climate smart agricultural training, and policy and advocacy influencing for the farmers and the landscapes that we work in. Some lessons and some successes. And thank you, Kim. In talking about the central component, you talked about some of the lessons that we are going to get from there and the failures. On the Lean project, we have actually learned that participatory approach is key at all levels of the landscape management boards that we are working in. And the success of the project is actually hinged on the LMB structure. Like I said, women participation is also encouraged in our projects. And so for the LFF, this is something that you would also want to consider in women and youth participation, very key, as well as the inclusivity of all key actors. Success, well, the LMB is now recognized as part of the, that's the National Red Plus Secretariat, which is in the Ghana Forestry Commission, a unit in the Ghana Forestry Commission. So the LMB structure is now recognized as one of the local governance structures by the government of Ghana. And we even have members of our local government being represented on the hotspot intervention areas by the government of Ghana. So I think this is where I'd like to tell you about a little bit about the Lean project. We are halfway through, and hopefully when we meet at the next GLF platform, we will have enough more outcomes and successes to show you. So thank you very much.